Okay. Hello. Welcome to Figure Report Live on YouTube. I haven't done one of these in a while. So cool. Welcome. I just decided to do an unboxing. I had a lot of things I kind of want to post. Like I said, I think I've been saying it for a long time that I've been wanting to post on YouTube more than Instagram. Gotta get those numbers up. I got some rookie numbers. So if you're watching, appreciate it. Don't know if anyone's here, but if you want to say hello, you can say hi in the chat. Again, this is very impromptu, no setup, so this is terribly done. But I was just looking at my schedule, and I don't really have a lot of time this week. I haven't had a lot of time in a long time. So if you are watching, cool. If there's no one here, I'm used to doing shows with no one watching. I mean, I am a college radio DJ. Talk about having no audience. I would have my friends listen. I tell them, hey, just listen, I might be doing a giveaway, so it's worth it. And they would call and troll me. By the way, if you want to call into the show, if you're watching right now, you want to chit chat, you can do that. Phone number is in the description of this video. Like 917 something. I should put it down here at the bottom. I'm using OBS really for the first time. I think I did it one time and it was terrible. And I think this time we got it right. It could be awful. I have no idea. Again, because no one's watching. Talk about great support. Well, anyway, happy Revenge of the 5th for all that celebrate. If you do, that's fantastic. If you don't know why, but it can be a religious experience, so I'm just checking that it's actually streaming. It works. I think it works, but cool. Yeah, I got a couple things that I want to open up. A couple different toys that I have been just leaving on the back burner for a while, and it's just been inundated with so many figures this past couple of weeks, and I try to hide that from my wife, and that's just not going to happen. She's on top, she's a hawk, and I kind of want to just get rid of these boxes. The boxes are just taking up so much of my life. They just are just ruining it, really. So, just an echo. Interesting. I wonder why just an echo. You know what? I wonder if it's just this microphone. It could be the microphone. Sometimes it happens. It could be this from here. Interesting. We'll have to figure that out later. But again, I got one person watching, so I appreciate that. That's interesting. Yeah, man. So I got some stuff I wanted to. Oh, we got a little error message now. That's fantastic. Love that. I love doing that. What did it say here? YouTube is not. Yeah. Something with the video quality. I think that's probably the problem with it all. So, hey, that's fine. That's fine. If it's that's it. It's not. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Okay, I haven't seen that one before. That's fantastic. So cool. So great that that's happening right now. But I'll just have this window open. So Okay, I mean, it looks fine to me. It looks a little shitty, but I think we're okay. As long as you can hear me and don't know why it's echoey. If it's that shitty, I profusely apologize. We're gonna get a better mic. We're gonna make this right. So again, let's just go into some toys, right? Because if you're watching and you're like, why am I watching this guy's face? Who cares? Where are the figures? Let's get to the figures. If you haven't checked it out yet, you can go to Figures Not Included. That is also a YouTube channel there. And you can watch a podcast with me and my cousin Ed and Larry, who, depending on if he's able to function as a human being, will join us. And we're hoping to get more people in, hoping to get other friends of ours, other acquaintances that come out and join us and just talk toys, which we would love to do. If you haven't seen it, me and my cousin Ed, who owns Hidden Temple Toys, so if you want to get some toys in your life, you can go to hiddentempletetoys.com. Check that out. If you're in the Selma, North Carolina area, you can go over there, check him out. He's got a brick and mortar store, which is pretty awesome. And never in my life did I think that a family member of mine would actually own a toy store. Here we are. Here we are. You know what? I wonder if, let's go into like my settings real quick if I have an input issue. No, it's fine. I wonder. Most unusual. So anyway, as long as you can see me and sort of hear me, I guess we're gonna be okay. I'll watch the video and then I'll be so angry at myself that I fucked up so bad. But yeah, man. So what I had yesterday for Star Wars, May the 4th, and you can watch our Star Wars Spectacular, which is on Figures Not Included. You can go check that out. And we go over the different toys we want to see in Black Series. I was talking about how much I love this Darth Vader. Is he perfect? No. And then they were upset with me that I was saying, oh, wow, this is your favorite figure? They don't like it that much? I do like it. I think it's a very good figure. So I don't know what the problem is. I'm just being very, upfront with how I feel and being objective, So is that such a crime? I don't think it's a crime. I think it's okay to be like, hey, you know what? There's not a perfect figure. Yeah, there's some things here and there. And look, Hot Toys they're perfect figures, right? More if that's your thing, 12-inch scale, those are pretty epic figures. So I can't fault you with those. But I think for a 6-inch Darth Vader, which I do not believe there is a great one yet, I think this is the best one so far. So I think that's fine. It's a really good figure. The cape, they haven't mastered the cape yet, and that's a shame. But we'll get there. We will get there, and I do like this figure a lot. So if you guys or guy or gal or anyone watching out there has a favorite Darth Vader figure, let me know which one it is, because I feel like this is really good. I'm looking forward to the Mafex one. I think the Mafex one looks pretty awesome. It looks very similar to this one, but Mafex is sometimes a bigger scale. The scaling with Figuarts is weird, too. I just saw the Spider-Man, the Peter B. Parker that came out, which looked interesting with the baby and then the pink robe. It's just massive. It's such a massive figure. I don't know why you would want that big of a Peter Parker. But to each their own. But yeah, so I'll leave this camera like there. Again, if you want to call in, which I'm very excited about, is having the call-in number. You can go into the description and call me. You can just say, hey, what's up? And we can just run that test to see if the microphones and the audio works, or if it sounds like dog shit, which, coming from an audio background would be just the worst thing that could happen to me. But, I'm okay with that. I'm okay. The mistakes are when it's the most fun, especially technical errors. Like, come on, what the fart am I doing? But yeah, let's go into some of the stuff I got. I received some pretty cool things. I think we should go from the bottom tier to the higher. Not that there's anything wrong with this figure, but Riddler, Hush Riddler, Mafex, I am happy to get him. And now just thinking about, you know what it is? I think this might be it. how's this now? Is this better? If anyone's listening to me, if you're out there, I think that's what it was. There was 2 microphones issues going on, or I could be completely wrong. So I can't really hear myself. Just hear the voices in my head. But yeah, Hush Riddler, I think looks great. I got the Scarecrow. I was worried that for a little bit that it was gonna be too expensive to get all of this Rogue Gallery stuff. Everything was coming out pretty quickly, and now there's a little bit of a low period, obviously, with tariff stuff, and now it's like even more expensive to get those figures. So I'm happy I got Riddler and Scarecrow when I did. Before it was just feeling near impossible. So let's open up Hush Riddler. Again, call in, man. I'm a lonely boy here. Why are you making me beg for your audience? So I don't know. Now it's saying excellent connection. I think there's just a internet issue here. So, but yeah, you got your Hush Riddler, and Hush story. I loved it. Unabashedly, not ashamed to say I loved it. Maybe some purists don't. Need a touch to add to the volume. I think it's just this microphone. Oh, here we go. That's a little better. Yeah. Okay, we're good now. I think we're good now. Yeah. I think it's just I've not used this one. It's far away, and that's over here. Blah blah blah. Hi. Hello. So, Riddler. Yeah. I like it. He's cool. I mean, you can't go wrong with him. Super bright there in the photo. Riddler, I feel like finally got his due with Hush. If you're familiar with it, he's sort of the brains behind a lot of it, at least from my memory. And that was really cool. It was cool to see Riddler become a formidable foe, which he never got in any iteration. Even in the movie, he was just a charlatan. He was just a comedic villain. Everyone was kind of in that movie, but I was just like, I've always loved Riddler. I loved him in the animated series. He was super cool to me then, so he's super cool to me now, and I'm really happy to have this one. So let's take a little quick look at him. He brings his bag of money. He brings his dollar bills. He's got all sets of hands, plenty of accessories. This is super bright here, but I can turn down this light a little bit. It's too bright. It's too loud. Why is it so loud? There we go. That's a little better. Hello, Cap Lives. Thanks for joining. Again, if you guys want to call in and talk, tell me your thoughts, your feelings, I'm more than happy to hear them. You can call me in at the number, literally just the phone number. You can call on your phone, and we can talk and give me your thoughts on this Mafex figure, on this Riddler. Looking cool. I like the matte finishing. I like the glossy shoes as well. I like his smirk. And this is, a Hush version slash, Metacom sort of art style that they give him. So he has a little bit of that anime look, but I think the Hush stuff looks great. I'm really happy with most of the Hush stuff that they do. So bring it on, bring it on. Absolutely. We still got Robin in the pipeline. I believe, we definitely have Bruce Wayne, Clark Kent, Ra's al Ghul, and hopefully we get Commissioner Gordon, which I don't know if they've shown, but I want a Commissioner Gordon for sure. Yeah, it's one of those figures that was also in that eventual pile for me, but then I have a buddy here who I get a lot of my import stuff from, and he had it, and I just sort of told myself, I need to get it now. I should get it now. I was waiting and waited, for the good amount of time. I was quick to pull the trigger on Scarecrow, which I was happy about. And then Riddler just felt like it was the right time. So, once all the terror stuff happened, it was like this guy's still around. The Mandalorian Luke, which I really want to get as well. I've been waiting for a great Luke, and that looks really good. So, sign me up for that as well. Don't think I've gotten any. No. All right, cool. Just making sure. It's like when you're wanting to hear from a girl you like, you're like, oh, did she call me? Did I get my phone off? Like, is she not getting text? Maybe she doesn't have reception, huh? Could have swore she was gonna contact me, but what's going on? So cool, Riddler, awesome. Really happy to have that part of the Rogues Gallery. So cool to add him. Bring on more Batman Rogue Gallery villains. Give me a Killer Croc in that style. I love the crocodile version of Killer Croc too. I love the animated look, and I've been wanting authentic 6-inch animated Batman figures. Mezco had teased the Batman and the Joker. Doesn't seem like that's going to happen anymore, at least just in terms of how they promote their figures. And once they show something off, it will have some I have a little bit of time before they actually show full pictures of the figures and everything. But yeah, that just came and went, unfortunately. So if someone can pick that up, that would be great. If Mattel next year wants to do an actual animated 6-inch line, that would be great. I was hoping Mafex was going to continue with the animated stuff, but they only did New Adventures, and we only got Batman and Joker, which looked cool, but I'm a purist, I'm a traditionalist, so unfortunately we didn't get that one. Moving on, definitely not least in the order of things, but the 2099 Spider-Man. I'm just kind of going with the Mafex stuff right now, I think. So that's sort of where I'm feeling. I'm muted. There we go. Look at me learning how to use YouTube and microphones and all this stuff. I think it was better when I was muted, actually. I was just saying that I am going to the theater soon, so I'll be on for 40 minutes, bumbling my way through a show. It's like I've never done this before. It's like I'm not a pro. It's not like I spent 4 years, 5 years of my life learning how to do broadcast journalism. And now I'm here, not able to turn on the microphone or figure out why there's an echo. And I'm just ruining the whole thing. I'm questioning my whole life. I'm almost 40, and I'm here opening toys with 5 or 6 people watching. I really came up in the world. Anyway, Spider-Man 2099, Miguel O'Hara from Mafex, looks really awesome. Very excited to have him. And I got love for 2099. Obviously, I got the not figure arts version of Miguel O'Hara. I liked it. It was great. Not a problem for me whatsoever. And I was happy with it, And I thought the head sculpts on that one were, funny enough, better than the official release. Yeah, that's what I tell myself every morning. I wake up from bed, almost 40! And yeah, it's right around the corner. My wife just asked me today. We were on the subway. I was going into the city for some business. And she was saying, she was telling me that, yeah, we got to start planning out your 40th birthday. I'm like, okay, let's, I'll look at some caskets and you find a funeral home and then we can make a big plan for the 40th. So yeah, it hasn't hit me yet, but it's coming up. I feel like I've maintained my youthfulness, my young charisma. Not too many grays. The lighting's really helping, but a lot more in the face. And I got a little bit here, like white spots, and that's sort of that's part of my Wacko Jacko skin Hey, there we go. Thank you. Thanks for supporting me, camera. I appreciate that. Whoa, what the hell happened there? Did it freeze on you guys, my camera? Super weird. Didn't know you were younger than Oscar. Can I call you? Can call him by a first name basis. I feel like a lot of people do. So let's see if I can transition. Oh yeah, my camera just completely pooped. That's great. That's fantastic. That's super cool. Let's see, this one working? Yeah, that one's working. Okay. Well, we can show the figures. We can get my dumb face out of there. Yeah. I definitely am younger than one Oscar Isaac. If you haven't seen it, I posted this video on my Instagram channel. It was an interview I did with him 10 years ago when everyone was so excited. Back when Cap Liz was just a sperm swimming upstream. And everyone was just still excited about Star Wars, you know? So, this Darth Vader, I do like this Darth Vader, like I said. And if you're a fan of Star Wars, maybe you should go watch that interview. It's about a 3 or 4 minute interview. It was super cool. It's when I was still considered a journalist back in the day in Miami. And so I did, music journalism. That was sort of the thing I wanted to do. And I was like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. But I got to do a cool interview with Oscar. And there was this amazing bar in Miami called J. Wakefield. So any locals here from 305, what's up? It was cool to do an interview over there in such an awesome setting. It was Star Wars themed. Everything about it was great. A mere sophomore, my goodness gracious, child. Spider-Man 2099. Let's get a little light on him, shall we? Yeah, he looks awesome. I love just the colors on him, the feel of it. You can tell. I mean, they've used the Spider-Man body, and I'm not sure what version of the body they're on right now, but it's so much sturdier than obviously the 185 Mafex Spidey, the traditional red and blue. But I mean, this is so cool. I know people sometimes want a bigger Miguel O'Hara. I like this one. I like the proportions. I like the size of this body. Yeah, maybe he could be a little bit bigger, but I don't mind it. I know there's different styles of him in the comic books, but he looks really good. I want to kind of keep him there for a little bit. Kind of stand and bring tons of accessories. Let me see if my camera's back on. That would be great. Nope, that thing just completely shit the bed. Let's go if we can kind of figure this out one more time. That was nice of this camera just to completely die on me. I wonder if it's... Let's see. I'm going to turn it off and turn it on again. That always works. So I'm told. But, yeah. Really great. I'm all in on Spider-Man stuff when it comes to Mafex. So, no problem with me whatsoever on those. Yeah, this thing, my camera just completely pooped. That's so lame. I'm not sure what happened. It's always with, for some reason, whenever I use OBS when it comes to streaming, it happens every single time. I never know why. But we're just kind of doing a little quick reboot right here on the camera. So hopefully we're back up. I think we're coming back up right now. Hey, there we go. What's up? So, yeah. I dig this one. 2099, really cool. You've seen the videos. You're familiar with Mafex and their articulation system. So nothing, mind-blowing at this point. I mean, how good have we had it where, at this point now, this figure, it's like, yeah, it's great. It's obviously, but standard. This is standard articulation. I think, if anything, now we can sort of appreciate what we have. And when you look at a figure like this, you're like, yeah, this is really awesome. I don't like that this part is sort of, You can see right there the crease opening right there on his shoulders. I don't think it's going to fall apart or anything, but just a little annoyance. But I think it's fine. Yeah, they look really good. I agree, Cap lives. Force Awakens is the first Star Wars movie I saw in the theater. Damn, your baby. I saw the remix editions of the original trilogy. I think I saw them in theaters. The special editions, I think they came out a year or two before the prequels. And I remember seeing Phantom Menace in theaters, Sunset Place, AMC. I saw Attack of the Clones in Miami. And I saw Revenge of the Sith in Miami, I'm sure, but I just don't remember where. And those were midnight screenings. I think Attack of the Clones was midnight. And then Phantom Menace was sometime the day after the midnight release. And you could actually, take your time to watch a movie back then because it wouldn't spoil the minute it came out on social media. So there was MySpace. No one was spoiling movies on MySpace. I mean, you might find something, but no, man. Cap lives, you don't know about MySpace. Anyway. Wow, you're a sophomore. I was a sophomore when Attack of the Clones came out. God damn. 40! We 40. We 40. We lonely. We're dying. We're dying inside. We're always dying. Consistently dying. I'm drop framed, but I think we're okay. I'm hoping Andrew is as good or better than Toby. I still have him in PO. Yeah, Andrew looks good. I would have gone the Marvel Legends one. I thought that one looked good, but I might pick up the Figure Arts one as well. I mean the Mafex one. So there's some good stuff over there. Okay, so there we go. We have I just dropped a toothpick that's not going back in my mouth. So here you go. You have your 2099 Spidey. I guess it was around those. Yeah, it was around then for sure. But it was like when phasing out, So when Facebook really became a thing. They're just fun figures, dude. Like, how can you complain about? You can have your sort of nitpicks and gripes, but these are just super fun. They feel great and they look great. They have such a presence to them, like this. You can change this out. You have different ones. You have different back pieces. I would have liked to have a back piece that didn't have these webs or a peg inside of it. Just a sort of plain back with no attachments whatsoever. Similar to, I believe Nightwing has that, but I'm not sure. But yeah, man, it looks awesome. Again, if you want to call in, comment on what you're seeing, you can do it in the chat. You can do it over the phone. The phone number is there. It's in the description. I even put it in the chat there. I'm pretty sure it's in the description, but in case you don't see it, I'm just going to put it here in the chat. Yeah, I know how to... Oh. I think we're getting a call. Oh, shit. Caller, you're on the Figure Report Live. How are you doing? Can you hear me? Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, wait, here we go. Wait, hold on. Nope. Oh, I know why. Hey, caller, call back again. We're going to figure that out. That was my bad. We got it now. I just spoke to my engineer, and if you want to call in, you can do that. It'll work now. Phone number is there in the chat. I'll pin it so you can see if you want to call in. 917-382-1114. Operators are standing by, i.e. me. Let's get to our next figure. Oh. Maybe now we'll take a break. All right, here we go. I think we got it now. Caller, are you calling in right now? Can you hear me? Hello? I hear something. I hear static and feedback. Yeah, that one wasn't me. That was them. So I heard something. I think you guys heard something too. So I think my wife even called me too, and she was able to hear. So we did some tests before that. The Sega 2099 figure is really cool. I think you meant not Sega. I don't know if you have the Sega 2099 figure. What's the Sega 2099? I'm confused. Sega 2099. I have no idea what that is. I have a small desk here. Here we go. Let's try this one more time. I know. The suspense is killing me too. Caller, you're on the air. Hello. Hi. Yes. How can I help you? Welcome to the Figure Report Live. Oh. Oh, thank you. Oh, great. What's your name? I appreciate the support. What's your pronoun? Whoa. Wow, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend. I was trying to be polite. I'm sorry I offended you if that's what happened. Hey, we know the phone lines work though. You know? I don't know, were you guys able to hear the phone call? I heard it in my headphones. Maybe not. Maybe that I just ruined the whole thing. Again. Awesome! Why is it not coming out on the desktop? Weird. We're gonna have to do some tests later on. We'll figure this out. But fantastic. Fantastic. It's so good. Okay. Well, we'll figure that out at a certain point. It should. I mean, I hear it in my headphones. That's so strange. Why do you curse me? I guess we'll never know. We'll never know. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's there. Application audio capture, very most queer. Anyway, fuck that. Let's get to the next figure. We only got about 30 minutes left. Cap lives. I don't have time for growing pains. I'm almost a 40-year-old man. My whole life is growing pains. Son of a... Not you. I'm just talking about myself. This is cool. I got this from Robo. Let's open this up. Appreciate you. I asked for a receipt and he didn't give me one, so if you want to bother him, you can do that. It's so lame, man. It's so lame that you can't hear the call. But I can hear it perfectly. User error yet again. It's calling me Michael. User error Hernandez. Motherfucker. This is the Monster Force eraser, the exclusive from Toylanta. Super cool. All nice and clear and purple plasticky. I have never held a Monster Force figure, so this is really cool to have. If you've held any sort of, Action Force or G.I. Joe, it's a very similar articulation setup on this one. Absolutely getting Superboy. Superboy is for sure happening. So, yeah, we're doing Superboy. We're doing Superboy. So we'll do another live. We'll get the phone lines things fixed because that one's super annoying. I thought we were in a good place. I fell in love in a hopeless place, but whatever. Screw it. Screw my life. Yeah, he's cool. Very cool. Just like a figure that really stands out, just in terms of the translucent plastic, and it looks really good on this one. And it's purple. Who doesn't love translucent purple, right? Come on, guys. Very cool. Shout out again to Robo. Thank you for sending that to me, man. I appreciate that. It's a cool thing to have. Got two more left. Well, I got one box. Let's open the box that has two figures in. I have been holding out on shipping a container. What goes on? Grumps, you know what, man? I had a phone line set up. I tested it. For some reason, no one else can hear it but me. Don't know what that is. Don't know why that is. But we're going to get to the bottom of it. I'm going to contact Google, and we're going to figure some shit out, dude. But I'm just opening some stuff, man. Just opening some bullshit. Talking some bullshit. I wanted to talk bullshit with other people, but that ain't going to happen. But what's going to happen now is a little unboxing from Big Bad. Marrow was absolutely on the list of figures I needed to get. There was no way I was going to do a Marvel vs. Capcom lineup and not have Marrow. So it's very unexpected that they were doing Marrow, but happy to get her. I've already opened and played around, fucked around with a few figures already. Oh, you know what? No, that wouldn't be it. It would be an input. Huh. Maybe that's it. I gotta play around, man, because sometimes OBS can be super, super stupid. But it could be something of this type. Yeah, that might be it. I think I know why there's no audio, but we'll have to figure that out later on, so don't worry about it. Ain't nothing to worry about, so... yeah. Exactly. That's what it was. You have to wire the call to another audio setting on the OBS. Yeah, that's what it is. You know, the audio out, because the audio is coming in, but then that audio has to go out. So how does that audio go out? So it's just stupid. It's just stupid, man. Why you gotta rule my life like this? We'll figure it out. What I do want to figure out is this thing. I want to feel it up. And this is one. We are in a real golden age for Capcom. For Street Fighter, for Mega Man, Darkstalkers, with Jada, Storm, and now 3-0. That's it's pretty exciting for me because these are some of my favorite characters of all time. These video game figures that I never thought we would get actual, awesome action figures of. I love the games, and even then, those are not, frequent, especially for Mega Man. You don't get a lot of Mega Man video games. But now we're getting toys. We're getting more toys than we are of Mega Man video games. But hey, you know what? I'll take what I can get. I'm super happy to get this Mega Man Rockman. This is the exclusive version with the one-up head, which is perfect. It's perfect if you're gonna do some sort of dio or recreate a scene from the video game and him catching that little head or trying to grab it. It's so great. I'm gonna try to open it really quick. But again, happy Revenge of the 5th. If you have any Star Wars plans, let me know. If you've done anything this weekend for Star Wars, let me know. Love to hear it. Maybe it's something in my audio mixer. Desktop audio. It's strange, You know what? I can figure out. Because it's that one. This thing coming out. Monitor cam. Desktop audio. Yeah, I gotta play around with this. I'm just annoyed because this is gonna be amazing. Amazing figure, for sure. From what I've seen. I need to handle it right now. And this has been a big one because as much as I like the Jada Toys version, something about this just feels that much better. Oh, man, I opened something and I need to show these off super quick. Oh. Oh, God. Everything's falling apart. Son of a damn bitch. Shout out to my dog, my homie Warlock. I was, getting everything ready, and I didn't even realize, what's this box? So he was able to hook me up with not only Tatsu, Professor X, the Target exclusive, but Itchy and Scratchy. Hell yeah, dude. I am so happy to get these. and to actually have them just amongst all my other figures, not even like with Simpson, just like having Itchy and Scratchy in the background doing dumb shit is awesome. So cool to have these, and they don't take up a lot of shelf space, so hell yeah. Thank you, Warlock, for those. Oh shit, all right, Cap Liz. Well, when you post it, I'll be excited to see that. Output, streaming, recording, replay buffer, audio, desktop audio. Yeah, I'm gonna play around with all these settings. So, yeah. So let's open this guy up. You know what I might do? Maybe I leave some figures for next week, so we can do the live and we can do it proper. I got a couple blockies. I am gonna get the Superboy. I didn't see the custom. What was the custom? I got... Shit. Is there something else in there? Oh, we'll have to figure that out. Ooh, okay. Okay. You got some die-cast in these, baby. You got die-cast legs right here. I know they've been talking about it in different videos. That's really nice to see. We'll do the die-cast weight test. It holds. The joint holds. The joint holds pretty well. It gets a little loose, but you can keep them if you want to do this running pose, Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's really, really nice. It's like the perfect proportions of Mega Man. So if you want to have him in his sort of, running after you, running through the stage to get that one up. And this is the MVC Mega Man, Clearly, this is the MVC Mega Man. How many times do I have to say it? Clearly, this is the MVC Mega Man. That's really cool. Let's put him on the camera. Move out, Darth Vader. Can he stand on one joint like that? Let's try it out. Yeah, let me pull up the camera right now. You guys can see what the fart I'm talking about. So, it's a heavy joint. Don't know if it's going to hold him. Maybe if you have him, you got to put him at an angle. But it is a heavy leg on the other one, so. I mean, you can kind of get something there. Yeah, he looks awesome. I dig it. I love that Toby Spidey, man. I've seen some custom heads out in the world, and those look really good. But I'm very happy with how that Spidey came about. A little shiny, yeah, sure. You could do a matte finish on him, and he looks even better. But I think for what it is, I think he works great. I don't need to add any other additions. Oh, that Vader was the Figure Arts, the Obi-Wan Kenobi version with the burnt. Oh my god, I'm dying inside. With the burnt head, the burnt helmet. That's the one that one is, which is my favorite Darth Vader. There's some Black Series ones that are really good. Mafex hasn't done a good Vader yet. The one that's coming out looks promising, but I mean, this Mega Man's awesome, dude. He feels so good in hand, and he's. I love Jada. I can't tell you guys how much I love Jada. I love you. This is a me problem, not a you problem, where this is the Mega Man that fits. This is the one that gets it right. This is the one that is the one I recognize as Mega Man. This is very much the video game style. This is the artwork from MVC. This is the one that sort of fits and is the right size. Yeah, exactly. You can. Yeah, you can use the Spidey custom head, so you have a full for $29 or the Spider-Man. Oh, the custom. I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah. But yeah, he's awesome, dude. He's really cool. I'm super happy. And you have this. I'll put it here on this camera. That's so great. That's sort of pixel art. And even on the back, too, which is nice. I'm glad they did that. Don't tell him that, man. What the hell, dude? Don't do that. You know, I'm trying to, like, get in with him. And, like, I've only gone so far. And when I see him, we have a great time. And then, you know, out of nowhere, Wade comes in and pulls his bullshit. And I have to fight with June like it's like a custody battle. And I'm trying to get his attention. And then, you know, it's hard. It's hard out there. I don't know what you want me to do. So, but yeah, Mega Man's awesome. He brings his E-canister, his blast effect, set of open hands, an angry, grinning sort of face as well. I like him just sort of running with the hands like that too. But I'm going to put on the blaster and have him running in this pose, blaster out, shooting some assholes or something. I don't know. I got some other stuff. I'm going to wait on those. Those are TMNT related. And I'll save those. Yeah, these are some good pickups, I think. These are a lot. And the goal of these was I need to clear out space because I'm going to get a black eye if I don't get this shit out of here soon. Or rather than late. Sure. But yeah, man. Kind of it. It was a very quick impromptu sort of thing. Again, we opened up let me just do a little recap of what we have here. We had the Monster Force Eraser figure, Sergeant Griffin. Lieutenant Griffin, excuse me. Shout out to Robo for sending that along. Really appreciate that one. We had our Mafex Riddler. Doing a little dance like this. Makes it feeling really good. Yeah, you know, Grumps. You know how it is. You know what the fuck what's up about. The Spider-Man 2099. Super cool. Warlock hooked it up with these. Itchy and Scratchy. Not only that. Oh, and this is another cool thing. So, like I said, he got me Professor X, the Target exclusive. So, really happy I got that. And I also decided to order from Toy Blocks this hover chair. I have the original Professor X with a hover chair, but that's in storage somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where it is. And I was watching Toy Blocks. I was watching Between Two Sentinels. Shout out to those boys. Those are my dogs, my homies, my bloods. And they had a special going on where, like, if you go Toy Blocks, use our code, you can get some good shit. The custom in the box, yes, I'm going to go find that. But look at this. That is a pretty badass hover chair. You know, 3D printed, but like it has a nice gleam. The color on it looks really good. So, and it fits Professor X perfectly. And this is sort of my animated style Professor X. So, yeah, very happy with that one. I'll put him back in his place. And that about does it in terms of everything that we had here to unbox. We're going to leave a few things for next week because I want to make this an actual thing where we do, you know, hey, look, we had 10 viewers at a certain point. We're going to get the phone lines fixed. We're going to get that all situated so that we actually have a good show. We'll get some more people coming in. And it's super smooth 3D print. And feels nice and sturdy. It doesn't feel like it's all about to fall apart. So shout out to Toy Blocks. I think I had messaged him and I said, "Hey man, like just order your thing. Can't wait to get it." And then the day after, he posted something about, you know, don't tag me if you're trying to find clout. I was like, "Oh, okay. Maybe I won't do that then. Maybe I'll just try to avoid getting on his bad side." But maybe I'll tag him again and he'll block me. But hey, if he does, you know, he can do whatever he wants. But as long as he makes cool shit, I'll support it. Yeah, there's not too much toy news right now. Everything you saw was stuff that we covered on Figures Not Included podcast. If you haven't checked that out, we have our Star Wars Spectacular that just dropped this morning. I was really happy to do that with Ed and Larry. That is a weekly show. We have an episode every Monday. Sometimes they arrive later, depending on their schedules. 3 grown men and a bunch of babies running around. Someone owns a shop. Things get crazy in today's world. But we're pretty consistent about it, at least so far. We're on episode 11. We've done some cool remotes, at WonderCon and Toy Fair. We're hoping we can do another one for San Diego Comic-Con. That's the Mecca. That's the place to be. That's where everyone wants to go. So we're going to try to make that happen as well. If we can't do that, there's plenty of other things too. We are definitely going to do something in June. I think we're going to do a live show in a live location, another remote sort of thing, which is always super fun to do. And that is sort of what we have planned for the near-term future. All this terror shit, yeah, you heard it, is just exhausting by now. And so, just try to enjoy the things you have. There's so much shit. Just like I said, this month, so much stuff came in. But now I can actually sit down and enjoy it, play around with it, pose it a little bit. Then I can throw them away. And then I can wait for the next thing, which is what we want. We just want that dopamine hit, baby. So, and then later tonight, I was thinking of doing the unboxing during the game tonight. Florida Panthers, I'm a big hockey fan, are playing the Toronto Maple Leafs. Gonna be scary. Scary game, scary series. I would love for Florida to win. We'll see what happens. I don't care what people say. Prognosticators were wrong last series, but I'm not gonna get into that. Whatever, that's its own bullshit. But I'll be watching the game. Maybe we'll do a live stream, and that might be fun as well. And we can get the phone lines working, and we can figure that shit out. So you guys can call me while the game is happening. And if they're losing, you can just, go to town. Just talk about how pathetic it all is. So, yeah, we'll do a game unboxing. The games are this week. It's today, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Maybe we do Sunday. I think that can work. Game unboxing Sunday. It's at the Toronto. Maybe Kevin can join or something. We can do that little multi-show across the streams. And so it'd be fun just watching the game along with him. And then that could be a good show. A good bloody show. I'm on my way now. Going to sign off. Going to go watch Thunderbolts. Heard it's really good. Got some good reviews. Excited to see it. Make Marvel great again. That's what we gotta strive for. There's a lull there with the Marvel stuff, but Thunderbolts might be the start of something exciting. And then we only got Fantastic Four, and then Avengers next year, which was, to me, I think that's perfect. I think you give 2 movies right now, they get nice and prepped and plumped for what will be a major movie experience with Avengers Doomsday. So, but dude, thanks, dudes and dudettes. Appreciate you joining. Like and subscribe. Appreciate the viewers. We'll keep it growing. We'll make this more of a consistent thing for sure. Once we figure out the phone call and make it all nice and pretty, this whole spectacles, this show, add all lights and frames and cool transitions and shit. We'll make it a proper show for sure. But thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. You guys take care. Have a great day. Bye.